serious?
Hello loves, welcome to my first Halloween tutorial. If you guys have not already seen, I've done this look before. This is the Joker. Batman is my favorite, so I had to do this look. First, I'm going to be going in with Maron Red Body Paint, and I'm going to be starting with the smile. I'm going to do this part underneath first before I actually go in and start building the smile, just so that there is actual red pigment and depth underneath. I've did this look a few times and I've noticed going in with the smile first is the better way to go. However, the best part about this look is that it's always messy, and if you can't tell already by the thumbnail, this is the Heath Ledger version of the Joker. So it's obviously able to be done whatever way you would like to do it because it's pretty sloppy in different parts of the movie anyways. Next, I'm going to be going in with some white latex that I got actually from Walmart. Everything here is super cheap. As always, you guys know that I will link it below for you guys. I got some of it in a kit and then some of it from Walmart, but I will link all of them below. And I'm just going to start building the smile slowly. You guys know that Heath Ledger's version of the Joker is older scars, but I kind of wanted to give this a little more of a gory effect, and that's the best thing about Halloween makeup, guys, is it's your style put on it. So whenever you do it, you know it's your own creation. So I like to keep it close to the way his makeup is, but I also like to give it a little bit of a bloody, gory look, kind of like a fresh cut type of smile. So after you get your first layer of latex on, you want to make sure that before you go in with your second layer, so as you can see here, I'm taking a hairdryer and I'm drying each layer. I did about 3 layers, I think. I probably could have went in with 4 to make it a little bit more thick so that I can make it a little more deep in depth and, you know, make the skin look a little more protruding and kind of a more ripped effect. But I liked how 3 looked, so I just stuck with that. But make sure, guys, that it's dry in between each layer, or it's just going to kind of get cakey and just move and it won't be staying in the place that you want it. Notice that I'm doing like a blotting effect instead of like a just drawing a smile on, because I kind of want that to be a little rigid and a little clumpy. Like I said, I'm trying to make the smile look like a fresh cut. So I just kind of blot it on there, just kind of leaving some rigidness in the latex so it dries that way. I'm sure you guys are thinking that this actually takes a very long time, but to be honest, this is probably one of the quickest Halloween looks ever. I'm kind of doing it a little slower so that I can share it with you guys and show you all slowly kind of how I did it so that maybe you can recreate it, or if someone comes across it, they could recreate it. But honestly, this, guys, is probably like maybe a 15-20 minute look altogether, and that's actually pretty quick for some FX makeup. If you guys have watched some other tutorials, a lot of people spend probably 2 to 3 hours on a look, so this one is a much quicker one, and that's, I think, another reason why I love it so much. So now that you guys can see that we're a few layers in, you can see the dried layer, I'm going to zoom you all in so that you all can get a little more closer look of how I'm doing it, just in case it wasn't really close up before. I know that I should have just zoomed me in from the beginning. I wasn't really thinking about it, and then I was like, I should probably zoom you guys in a little bit. So now that we've got the last layer of the latex on, while that's drying, guys, I'm going to go in with a Maron scarring liquid. Guys, this liquid is very intense and damaging to the skin if you do not use it properly or remove it properly. Do not get it around your lips or your eyes, and make sure that you wash it off with the warm water and soap gently like you're supposed to. And do not use it like 2 days back to back on your skin in the same area. It's just that intense. But we're going to be putting it in between the smile lines so that it gives us that really drawn up effect in the middle and just kind of deepens the smile the way we want it. So now we're going to go in and do the rest of the face with this white Paradise paint, guys, and this sponge. And notice that I'm just kind of trying to make lines. If you notice, Heath Ledger's Joker has a lot of lines in his makeup where it's like just shows his wrinkles. So I'm kind of scrunching up my forehead, around my eyes and my nose, just to kind of give those same effects. And then we're going to go in with the black pencil from the kit as well that I have linked below, and we're going to just go ahead and start doing the eyes. I'm going to start by filling in the brows a little bit just so I can get them kind of black. You can't really see his brows, I don't think, that well, so I'm just kind of making mine just kind of blend in with the entire eye area as well. Now we're going to go in with the Black Paradise paint from the kit and a smaller sponge, and we're just going to black out the eyes. And if you guys notice, I'm kind of scrunching my eyes up really hard to also give those same effects as I told you with the white. And then I'm kind of bringing the corners of the sponge down around the bottom and just kind of giving that smeared look. Like I said, his makeup's always really messy. And since this is a water base, it kind of like smears really easy on the eyelids. So I'm going to go in with the shade Lights Out from the Carnival Pro Palette that I always use so much, and just put that all over the lid just to kind of make it as black as possible. Now we're going to go in with that black pencil again, and I'm just going to line the lower waterline with that as much as possible, just to try to, like I said, make it really, really black. Now we're going to go back in with the same red paint that we used underneath the smile, and I'm going to use a small little liquid, I think this is a lip pencil brush, is what it looks like that you would paint your lipstick on with. Most of our lipsticks have, you know, actual applicators now. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start covering up the latex with that same red. You know how when you're doing a look and you're worried that it's not coming together on camera well enough? Well, now that the red is on top of the latex, I'm just really starting to feel the Joker vibes. As y'all can tell from my smile here, I just really think it's starting to come together well now that the latex is covered up, because it's giving me that rigid look like I told you guys I want, that rigid scar, like ripped kind of skin look. I just really like it. So once I filled in the smile, I was looking at pictures of him and noticing that he also has a scar on his lower lip. So I went ahead and took the latex and the same rigid liquid and just kind of built a bottom scar and did it the same way I did the smile. So as you guys can see, I messed up and forgot that you all were zoomed in, and I took the black pencil and started adding some depth to the inner part of the actual smile and just kind of lining around the edges with the black pencil. And I just forgot that you guys were zoomed in. So by the time I backed out, I had already finished it because I was really close up to the mirror. I would try to do better, guys, and I'm going to get a mirror that is right in front of the camera so that we don't have this issue anymore. I'm so sorry. I suck. So now we're going to go in with the same red, and we're just going to fill in the lips and go ahead and start connecting the smile to the lips. But once again, you know, this is messy, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go in and start doing the bottom scar as well, and just kind of going over that latex now that it's dry and building up that scar to the lips as well. So now that we've done that and I feel like there's enough depth, we're going to go in with this liquid blood that I also got from Walmart, guys, and just take the same sponge that we used and just kind of dab it all over the lips and this smile. Ooh, now we're getting a little gory. I love it. Ugh, I just do. I love Halloween. Love everything about it. So now that it looks really wet and, you know, kind of just, you know, spooky and scary and nasty, we're going to go in and we're going to take a brush and use that blood and just go into the depths. Now it looks extra wet. I love it. So I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to smear it now as well, just because, remember, like I said, the Joker, it's really always messy with him and it looks like it's been worn for way too long. So now that we're done with that, we're going to do the hair, guys. So this is going to be quick. I went to the bathroom and put some mousse in my hair to kind of give it that wet look like his, and just made sure that it was kind of scrunchy looking and kind of just wet. I haven't put any dry shampoo in my hair in the last 2 days so that it would look a little dirty for this video. So here we are. So I used some of the actual green Joker spray that you get off of Amazon, and it just did not give me the right green that I wanted. It just wasn't pigmented enough. So now I'm going to go in with this Maron liquid paint, and we're going to just green this up a little bit. It's really wet, and guys, it's kind of nasty. So like I said, make sure you're not wearing your costume or wearing anything, you know, that you don't want it to get on. However, it washes out super, super easy, so don't worry about that. But you're just going to take your fingers and just rub it through the hair. I really hate how nasty my hair looks in this video, but honestly, if we're trying to remimic his character, he looks like he hasn't showered in, I don't know, since he first ever put his makeup on, honestly. So hygiene is not what he is advocating. So I'm just going to do this a few times, just trying to get it to cover my blonde. Last time I did this look, I was brown headed and it was so much easier. But honestly, now that I'm blonde, I feel like it kind of brings out the green better. And I just kind of scrunch it through until it's all just kind of green enough for my liking, I guess. So unfortunately, that blood dried up really quickly, probably because it's cheap and from Walmart, you know. But we did what we had to. So I'm going to go in with this Kylie gloss now, and I'm just going to put it all over the smile and all over the lips just to make it, you know, look super wet and gooey, like I kind of wanted that blood to stay, but it didn't. Oh well, you learn. And guys, now this is the costume. I got this costume at Goodwill and I've kept it ever since. It's just a white button up and a purple blazer, and it's also got a matching skirt with it, but you know, the skirt's a little tight these days. And now I'm going to go in with this mascara and just put, you know, some black mascara on the eyes, like I said, just to keep them black. And that is a finished look, loves. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you next week. This was so fun. I enjoyed it. I hope that you guys recreate it. If you do, please tag me. Don't forget to turn on post notifications and make sure to subscribe below so that you don't miss next week's video to come. Mwah.